France is known for its landmarks, food and art. But what's less commonly discussed is the corruption in its corridors of power. In his 2 presidential terms, Emmanuel Macron's cabinet has had its fair share of scandals. Facing accusations of abuse of power and misuse of public funds, 3 ministers were changed in cabinet reshuffles. At least 5 ministers resigned after facing investigations and accusations ranging from tax evasion and employing so-called ghost workers to fraud and sexual harassment. 4 current heads of the Interior, Justice, Defence and Labour ministries have either faced or are facing investigations. This does not include several secretaries, advisors and commissioners facing allegations of corruption and other wrongdoing. The Minister for Interior has been accused of handing out favours in exchange for sex. He says the sexual relations were consensual.
I have no comment to make, sir. I didn't do it before, I don't do it now, and I won't do it tomorrow. I have confidence in the judicial institution.
The Minister for Justice denies targeting judges who opposed him in the past.
I have used my right to silence. I have always said that I get my legitimacy from the President of the Republic, the Prime Minister and no one else.
As well as those in power, the French far-right politician Marine Le Pen is also accused by the European Union's fraud agency of misusing public funds. But none of this is new in French politics. Former President Nicolas Sarkozy has been convicted. Jacques Chirac faced charges of corruption and abuse of power. And even the man who led France against Nazi Germany, Charles de Gaulle, was accused of using funds from the former colonies to fund his campaign. In France, a 15-member special court tries legal cases against politicians in power. Activists say the system is elitist and unfair because 12 of the 15 members are MPs and only 3 are judges. French Anti-Corruption Association Anticor has 150 cases against politicians for alleged corruption and says it's been fighting to restore ethics for 2 decades. According to a recent poll, more than half of French people think that politicians are corrupt.
The
gap is getting wider between the ruling class and French citizens who cannot understand why politicians who are accused of several charges do not have to resign. In the past, politicians stepped aside until the trials were over. That's no longer the case.
Former President Sarkozy is back in court in 2023. He's expected to deny wrongdoing and allegations of corruption. But it will take more than words for much of the French public to start believing their politicians are honest. Osama bin Javaid, Jazeera, Paris.